So today we have Tobey Maguire Spider-Man taking on Andrew Garfield Spider-Man. Who wins? Well, let's find out. So, Peter Parker was a normal, nerdy teenager who gained superhuman and spider-like abilities after getting bit by an experimental spider. He's strong enough to stop a train from plummeting off its tracks with help from his webbing, easily bust through brick walls and steel chains, hold up a cable car full of people with his webs, and most impressively, hold up and throw a gigantic metal wall. He's fast and agile enough to dodge three of Goblin's spinning discs simultaneously, dodge attacks from Doc Ock's mechanical arms, and to outpace speeding cars. He's durable enough to survive a tremendous fall onto a car with little discomfort, a grenade explosion to the face, getting hit by a moving train with little pain, and he's taken several hits from both Goblins, Doc Ock's mechanical arms, Sandman, and Venom. He also has his spidey sense that alerts him of incoming danger. It allowed him to dodge Green Goblin's glider despite it being behind him thinking the fight was over, and him not even knowing it was there in the first place. Unlike other versions of Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man has organic webs instead of web shooters. These are strong enough to help stop a train going at full speed and to hold up a big cable car full of people and not break. He can even use these in combat by shooting web bullets or shooting entire strings of webbing. Just like any other spider, he can crawl on walls and onto ceilings, and despite having no training, he's an expert combatant, as he was able to beat both Goblins, Sandman, Venom, and Doc Ock as well. Now at the corner we have Andrew Garfield, Spider-Man. After sneaking into a restricted area at Oscorp to try to find out more about his parents, Peter Parker was bitten by a radioactive spider. This gave him spider-like abilities as well as tremendously enhancing his physicality and granting him a spidey sense. He's strong enough to easily overpower men, hold his own against the lizard, even being able to knock him over, stop a bus full of people from tipping over, and to casually catch a flying police car with little to no effort. He's tough enough to survive being thrown through a wall, followed by a chemical explosion unfazed. A few brutal beatings by Lizard, kept on fighting after being shot in the leg. Several electric blasts and impacts from Electro, and several hits from Harry as well. Hell, he didn't even react to getting hit in the back with a metal baseball bat. But what he really thrives in is speed and agility. He's fast enough to catch a flying fly with his bare hands, casually dodged point-blank machine gun fire, took down several armed police officers before any of them could get a shot off, and most impressively, he saved those two people on the metal bleachers before Electro's electricity could get to them. His spidey sense also helps him with his reflexes, as it alerts him when he's about to get hit and when something bad is happening. He has his web shooters that help him in combat and for transportation. They're able to easily restrain people and hold up cars. He can also shoot these web-like bullets to daze enemies. Despite having no training, he's very skilled in using his physicality, his web shooters, and his environment as weapons in combat. And just like any other spider, he can crawl up walls and ceilings as well. So, the reason why I didn't add Tom Holland's Spider-Man to this fight is because I haven't seen Spider-Man Far From Home yet, and I didn't want to see any spoilers for it. I'll probably have him face the winner of this fight one day, or I might just have a triple threat video fight with all three of them. I don't know yet. So, since they're both Spider-Man and have the same powers, the winner will be the one who has the most impressive feats overall. So, Andrew is strong enough to casually catch a flying police car, hold his own against Lizard in raw strength, and to easily overpower people. But Tobey's able to catch and toss a giant metal wall, which by itself is more impressive than anything Andrew has ever done. Tobey is stronger. Well, what about durability? Well, Andrew survived a brutal beating from Lizard, being sent flying into buildings, several electrical blasts from Electro, kept on fighting after being shot in the leg, eventually completely ignoring the pain, and being thrown through a wall followed by a chemical explosion unfazed. But I think Tobey barely has that beat. as he's taken several hits from stronger foes than Lizard, like Sandman and Venom, survived a grenade explosion right to the face, and a massive fall onto a car with little to no discomfort. But while Tobey has the strength and durability advantage, Andrew has speed and agility. Like, he's easily dodged several point-blank shots from a trained cop, casually dodged point-blank machine gun fire, dodged Electro's electricity, and took out several armed cops all around him, aimed on him, and before they could even get a shot off. Tobey has nothing on that. Now, neither of them have any official training, but both are expert combatants. But they fight differently. Like, Tobey runs right into fights, relying on his strength, striking power, and durability, kind of like a brawler boxer. While Andrew uses his speed, agility, and uses his web shooters and environment more efficiently, like using them for web bullets or trying to trap them in a large web. So both of their fighting styles have advantages and disadvantages in this fight. Now, for their webbing, Tobey's organic webbing is more efficient than Andrew's web shooters. I mean, the best they did was hold up a car. Even Lizard broke out of several layers of Andrew's webbing with little effort, while Tobey's held up a big cable car full of people and helped stop a speeding train without breaking or ripping on either of those occasions. Tobey's are just simply better. And finally, they both have useful spidey senses, but I'd say Andrew's is ever so slightly better. So, who wins? Well, Tobey has the strength, striking power, durability, brawling, and more useful webbing advantages, while Andrew has speed, agility, and he uses his webbing and environment more effectively in combat advantages. So, either one could win, but I think I'm favoring Tobey because there's something I haven't mentioned. Experience. Tobey has more experience fighting as Spider-Man and being Spider-Man. He had 3 movies while Andrew only had 2. He's also beaten more villains as well, and I think this experience is giving Tobey the win in the end, the advantage he needs to beat Andrew. I like Andrew better than Tobey and even Tom Holland, but Tobey would beat Andrew. Tobey Maguire Spider-Man wins. Like and subscribe. Please leave a comment down below, and please hit the notification bell and all that great stuff. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.